Yes, Cyrus Says is the show's name. I have to say it at the beginning. This is because of television. I was brought up with a stupid channel called Matav, and we had to always start with an introduction. On the podcast, I want to stop this. I want to just start talking, which I think makes more sense. It's not like a phone call, like hello, and the audience says hello, what's up? It's not that. We just get on with it. Quick word before we bring Anand Rangaswamy into this show, and that is, I was robbed yesterday, literally, not in all the other ways possible, which happens every day, and I have now got a foolproof plan for robbery in future. I put a donation box because the welfare of stray dogs also works out of my office. They help with stray dogs in Mumbai, vaccinating, inoculating, all these things. So what we do is we'll keep a donation box of WSC right there near the window. So when the chore enters, he's greeted by "Please donate generously" in three languages. And immediately, I think that just throws off any Indian, rich or poor. I've never seen an Indian look at a sign saying, "Please donate generously," or "Please help our cause," or "Please feed this person," or "Your money will help a child get an education." Everybody turns and runs from that. So that's what I've done. I put it right there. I can't show it to you. I'll show it to you later when I can. And I hope that deters all crime. Nothing like charity to stop you. And now, speaking of charity, one of the greats of our time, living legend himself, Anand Rangaswamy joins us. Before we start, his big body of work includes 2,600 books that he's written. He's, of course, been in advertising. He's built many brands. He's been with the who's who. He's brought them down sometimes a peg or two when he feels like it. And I remember him at many parties, very often amongst the first to arrive. I'll ask him why. A strange thing because I do the same thing. And I feel like it's a lot of disrespect after a while when word gets around. But let's start with the beginning, which is Anand. Behind you are these lovely paintings, or not
Right.
paintings, they're photographs.
Yeah.
Uh, you want to tell us about it?
Sure. I mean, this was I printed them. Actually, I downloaded them from the net. I looked for.
So it's piracy.
Yes,
You're
it's piracy.
confessing to piracy, and
Yeah,
so in a way, you're like the damn chore who came into my office. Huh?
that's the same thing. Mhm.
Go ahead.
So I'll put up a charity box. Anyway, so this was 2008, I think, when I was working for campaign, and therefore I had access to high-speed internet. So I looked for high-res images of people I admired, and well, the four paintings you
Well,
have.
yeah.
Uh,
First, we'll start with I can read from here.
yeah,
Johnny Depp holding his crotch and standing in the middle of, I suppose, suburbia,
yeah,
with
yeah.
a with known for change of looks and all. I mean, that's his thing.
So
So it's one of those looks that come and go from a movie. Is it Pirates of Caribbean time? One of
no,
the
no.
17 parts.
I actually I downloaded this after I saw Chocolat. I thought
Chocolat.
so. That was
Oh,
a stunning movie, and
fancy schmancy, Anant Rangaswamy.
saw that movie and I just loved it. So that's Johnny Depp, and then I've got
Wait, I
Leonard
just want to say
Cohen.
chocolat three times.
Yeah,
This is how the sophisticated Indian puts down the less sophisticated. You just
yeah,
say chocolate, throw it out there, and leave it, and then the less sophisticated has to figure it out. But I got
mhm,
it in time. I have
yeah.
two young men. Sounds creepy, sitting right here who are feeding me information. Sorry. Then we've got
Then
It's
I've
okay.
got Leonard Cohen,
Yes, the
who
one and only. Huh? But
the
in a
one and
very
only.
laid
Yeah,
back sort of. I can't see that one too well. So
yeah, yeah.
he's on
So
his back.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
almost
then
Indian
there's
position, huh?
Carol King,
Yeah.
who I've been listening to from the time I
Okay,
was
let's not
16
go
or
there.
something.
I'm old enough on this damn show.
Yeah,
All
so
right. Please talk
yeah,
about modern singers like Ariana. Costa, where are you? Help me with names. Grande.
Rihanna,
Rihanna, thanks.
Rihanna. Yeah,
Anand,
okay.
Anand, we're giving it away. Apparently, they're not. There's a
Yeah,
new crop after that.
yeah.
This is
So
the crop before.
mm,
You got to date young girls, Anand, as we go up.
mhm,
That's the only way out.
yeah.
Ouch. Then we've
Mm.
got Al Pacino, the one and only at the back as well.
No, that's not Al Pacino. That's Leonard Cohen.
Oh, that's
Uh,
Leonard Cohen. Oh,
and
sorry.
below that is Sachin with
With
Gary
Al
Sobers.
Pacino.
yeah,
Gary
yeah,
Sobers, the
yeah,
greatest cricketer of all
yeah.
time. Okay, Anand, let's formally start our show with
Sure.
looking at the greatness of Anand Rangaswamy. Anything that you feel has not been said up to scratch or should be, given more reverence, please tell us. Huh? Okay, now I have to find your biodata. But why don't we start with before we go to the three books, I want to focus on the books and all that. Let's talk a bit about your early, because that's the thing we don't know about you at all.
Right.
Why did Anand get into advertising? Who was Anand Rangaswamy as a 18-year-old boy? Where was he? How did it
Uh,
all happen?
sure. As an 18-year-old boy, I was in Calcutta. And as an 18-year-old boy, I just stopped studying. So that's all I studied. I studied up to class 10.
This is
I didn't,
typical Calcutta story, is it?
yeah. And didn't study beyond that. And then I moved to Chennai.
But what was the plan? I mean, what do you mean you didn't
No, there was
study?
no plan. At that time, my father was kind of unwell, and then he
Oh,
died a year later. So,
ouch. Okay, sorry.
no, no, it's okay. Happy
So you had to
memories.
deal with all that. So life took over basically.
Life took over. And then I lived in Cal for 4 years and then shifted to Chennai. where my sisters and I and my ex-wife, we started and ran a stunning bookshop. And we ran that for 8 years.
What is the bookshop called?
Bookends.
So obviously you're a bit of a bookworm. Why would
Yes,
you get into
the
that?
whole family is. Yeah.
But this is also a time when middle class India was really into books. I'm
Oh,
presuming
I think they still are actually.
well, I don't know about that. Yeah, it's a bit tough, isn't it
You
now?
know, yesterday I was going to dinner to Colaba, and the traffic
Colaba is
was
not a
set.
restaurant, Anand. I hate to
No,
interrupt and behave
okay,
like a prick, but
to the table,
it's
to the
yeah,
table.
because most of our listeners are in Canada, so we have to
Yeah.
explain to them. The
Okay, to the
table is a
table.
restaurant. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So the traffic was so light. I reached Colaba in Kent's
Early,
Corner in about 20 minutes from Bandra.
so you have to kill time.
So I stopped at Crossword, and that was about 8 o'clock in the evening, and there were about 50 people buying books,
Why not
which
they
pretty
buying?
well.
Were they buying? Were they at the cash register? Because I also do what you do to kill time.
No, the cash register. I was in the queue, and there were two guys manning the cash register. So two cash registers working.
So it's not a
And
case like
I
video
think
kill
it's
the radio star.
no. I think there's a reason also because now for Zoom conferences, you need books behind you, so you can't put your Kindle there. No, you need books. So I think that's one reason people get me 40 books from Crossword to put behind me. So I think that's one of the reasons books are selling now.
Well, the really rich keep paintings.
Yeah.
I think they borrow them because they're very MF Hussein and all. I've done a lot of these Zoom events and I get very upset. My
Yeah.
background is always crap, government office background, nothing happening,
And
files.
the middle
Yours is
class
creative. Yours is creative.
downloads
See,
few images.
your snobbishness comes forward from your learning.
Yeah.
Okay, it's actually the worst form of arrogance, but I won't get into it. I'm kidding. But I'm talking about these rich guys, no names, who just put these fancy paintings behind and, they belittle you, they emasculate you, and you don't know what to say because you have, I can only put my daughter's paintings up. Not
There was an interview I did with a CEO of a television channel. He had 4 copies of the same book behind me. You know?
Why?
Because I don't think he ever saw that bookshelf, So it was
Ouch.
one of those things.
What about those guys who put the book without anything inside? Just what do you call it? The book cover?
Yeah, the book cover.
Hard covers especially because you can't tell from far. It just keeps that shape. Oh, that's fair. I knew this guy. Encyclopedia. Remember Encyclopedia Britannica when at least when I was growing up, it was the big Google.
Yeah.
So he would have whatever 36 or how many ever there were. He would have the whole lot, and then we found that they were all empty cases. But why have that? So if somebody wants to refer to anything, you look like an idiot. You just go.
Also, that was very expensive. The encyclopedia, if you bought the.
Yeah, but money was not a problem. This guy had his own bungalow. Somewhere in Bandra where you are.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's fast forward a bit. So bookshop. That's how you made ends meet at that point. You're getting through being the male in the family or whatever. They obviously.
No, it wasn't quite male in the family. We were all. I had 3 sisters and an ex-wife, all of whom were pitching in.
Clearly a female, but I was just saying. So as the male, perhaps you felt responsibility and all that. I'm just trying to understand. How did you get into advertising?
So then, the bookshop business kind of changed, and in fact, my cousin is the lady who later became his wife. She started Landmark Bookshop.
Oh, the famous Landmark.
Yeah, and they kind of killed us. It was like You've Got Mail, where the big ugly bookshop killed the small one.
Correct.
They killed us, and then I had to find a job, and the only jobs available those days for those who didn't have degrees, where you could join a travel agency or you could join an ad agency. The only jobs available, really.
How old were you by then?
By then I was 30. So,
So you actually started in the business which made you famous after you turned 30.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Wow. Not quite the Alexander the Great story, quite the opposite.
No.
Go on. So then,
then I joined a small ad agency in Chennai, and then later moved on to ad sales with Star and Sony. Then I think when I met you,
you're fast forwarding
from India.
Growth, when we were those Bombay Times drinking days is what you're trying to remind me about. Yeah, I wish.
Also the lovely days of how media houses interacted with each other. I would be at MTV at least once a week, meeting Naren or Amit or Sathe or you or whatever, Preeta. So.
Was it a closer family of people in the business, you think?
I think so. I think the respect for each other was much greater. The hate for each other was much less.
Yeah. The informality was more for sure. Because
I think the pressure that competition has brought to today's media didn't exist. I mean, you were quite happy celebrating somebody else's doing well.
I blame Channel V for all that. Unnecessary, really. could have just behaved themselves. Okay, before we get into your books, right now you've also been the editor of Melt, the advertising media and marketing show on Vion TV. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Vion?
Yes. Yes.
And CNBC TV, you were the storyboard, the guy who was the editor of Storyboard. That's
No,
right.
no, I was not the founder at all. So
Oh, it says editor.
yeah,
Founding
yeah,
editor of Campaign India and senior editor at First Post.
yeah,
Ouch. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So let's cut now to what you're doing exactly at the moment, and then we get into the books.
So, yeah, sure. So now I do 3 or 4 things. One is we have the weekly show on Vion, which is called Melt,
Mhm.
and it's
Do
a
they pay well? I want to move channel.
yeah, reasonably well. Not too bad.
I'm kidding.
Not too bad.
We can't go anywhere.
I'm not complaining,
we are
and I
bonded
get a
laborers.
tremendous amount of independence. That's important.
Really? How much do you make?
So no, that I won't get into, but a tremendous amount.
Have
of
a drink, yaar, Anand. Batao to sahi.
So
Okay.
yeah, then this is also produced by Curious. At Curious, we produce also a conference called Melt,
Mhm.
which is now in its 6th year. So it's called Z Melt. And then we have the Curious Creative Awards, which is today the largest awards in the advertising business. So yeah, it's bigger than
I
Abby,
was
it's bigger
last
than
night. I was on a channel called Bi Curious. It was
Right.
scary,
yeah.
but it's about sexual experimentation and not quite my cup of tea. I backed off after some time. I don't know why I made that connect. I apologize completely. But let's now. Shall we get into the books, or do
Sure,
you want to
sure.
quickly just tell us about First Post? You can just
First
consider.
Post, I was extremely lucky. You know, I joined First Post a month or so after it started. And it was a small little thing then. You know, we were about 20 people, 5 or 6 editors, all reporting to Jaggi. And we had a genius then, a woman called Durga Raghunath, who was running the show. She later became CEO of First Post also, and she was quite stunning in her understanding of digital. She now heads, I think, the digital business for Times. Well, it changed the way news journalism is done on the digital front. Completely changed the way, and you know, it was spectacular fun.
So you're that
So,
first generation of people who shone the torch on digital and digital advertising. But I want to just quickly get into the fact that I am not reading anything out here.
hmm,
I know everything about Anand. We go back a long way. We've shared a few drinks and a few conversations and lighthearted humor. And we have even chased the same girls, but only in a non-competitive clause way because we're both married, but not to each other. Let's now talk about the fact that the man who had a bookshop, and which is fabulous actually, when you first have a bookshop, then become a writer. There are a few cases like that. What is Watching from the Sidelines all about? The first book.
watching from the sidelines was a kind of lazy book. It was a collection of editorials I wrote for Campaign magazine.
Mhm. So you put
So
them together.
put them together and made them into a book, and fundamentally because there were people who believed it, you know, they wanted it handy. So at Campaign, because of some extraordinary freedom I got from the UK office, you know, you could say what you wanted, which was not possible. Indian media doesn't really do that.
It doesn't do
So
that right now.
no, they don't do that right now. So Campaign gave me that space, and Watching from the Sidelines was a simple book.
You dipped your toe into the water with that,
Yeah.
and then you came up with Elephants in the Room, which is a commentary on advertising.
Elephants in the Room was huge provocation. I did that after I left Campaign, and I had some time off because I've never taken a job with a job in hand. I've always taken a deep breath and say, oh, what do I do next? So Elephants in the Room, I thought not enough was being said about the advertising world. So especially the what's of the advertising world. So I said, let me say it like it is, and I took a punt in 2011 on what the world would be like in 2016. And I refer to it myself once in a while just to figure out how much I got right and how much I've got wrong. And quite a bit is absolutely right.
So let's segue for a second, since you've written like the almanac. What's the worst ad you can think of?
Okay, you know, I think the worst ad I can think of really is that Pierce Brosnan in that good car.
Oh man, spot on. I think
Yeah.
we should ask the people listening to send their comments for worst ad ever. Yeah. Take us through that. He doesn't even know what the product was, right?
No, he didn't know what the product was. I know what he was doing. You know, it was just. I think he got everything wrong. I think somebody wanted to sign up to Pierce Brosnan. You know,
Yeah.
so somebody in the family which owned the Gutka company.
Right.
So I think it was ridiculous. It didn't have a fit with anything. You know, and we've had that other guy also, Oliver Jackman,
Didn't
Oh,
Zidane also do it after some time? They
Zidane.
pursued Zidane also as well, if I
Yeah,
remember correctly.
maybe for the same reasons.
Same way, they had no idea.
Yeah,
Poor
yeah, no
guy.
idea, no
Yeah.
idea. So I think that must be the worst ad I've seen.
Oof, ouch. Best is a tough one. Whatever
Oh,
comes to
best,
mind.
actually, no. I'll get a little. I think best. I would list two, and most people won't agree with it. One is the Google reunion search film, which was done by Sukesh from Ogilvy. You know that in India Pakistan where this.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So
that's fantastic.
that was
That's like a tearjerker, man. Yeah.
a stunning film, and
Yeah.
I think it's.
I wish we could play it because people would know. How do you
wish
explain
we
it?
could.
It's the India Pakistan. It's like a promo. He goes to Pakistan
Correct.
and
That's the
meets.
beauty of it.
Yeah.
So these two ads which I list, they're
Listen.
basically not creative directors' ads, they're planners' ads.
Yeah.
Because every second they're talking about the product. And you don't even realize they're talking about the product.
Right.
It's so beautiful because the whole film these
Search,
two
Google
kids are
search.
searching. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. So that's one. I think that was stunning. The
So
second one,
yeah.
you will certainly know, but I don't think any of the younger viewers will know.
I hate those guys.
Yeah,
too young.
Which is when you were at MTV and you had the close-up commercial called "Kya Aap Close Up Karte Hain."
Correct.
A beautiful song, beautiful dance, and lovely colors, and it's the same thing. Again, it's a planner's film.
And though the line sounds creepy, when you saw it, it was very classical and romantic. But actually, if we would take it offline and just talk about this line, it would sound creepy.
Yeah.
But yet, it marries well, I must say.
And it's a planner's line. They shoved in the brand name into the song 5 times.
So your point is that whatever happens, the creativity is important, but it has to always marry well with the product in the mind of the person watching.
I don't think creativity being important. I can tell you a lovely story.
Please do.
I don't get people who don't invest in invest in a ton on media. It makes no bloody sense. They slash the budget for a film from 70 lakhs to 30 lakhs, while the media budget is 30 crores. I mean, slash your media budget by 30 lakhs and allow the creative director to have some fun. So there's a lovely story. The last Fevicol film, which is The Sofa. The Sofa, the media budget, from what I understood, was about 20 crores. That's the media budget they decided on.
Right.
In 24 hours, the way it went viral, they slashed that budget from 20 crores to 15 crores. By the end of the first weekend, they slashed that from 15 crores to 12 crores. Because it just went viral. Why do you need to spend money on media?
Correct.
That's the job of creative. Creative has to enter popular culture. That's what good creative does.
Is it fair to say that the 8 crores that they saved is in Anand Rangaswamy's bank account in Switzerland, which of course we will not reveal?
No, it is with Pidilite. It is not in my bank account, nor is it his bank account.
You're still showing respect for the client, I must say. Once an ad man, always an ad man. Fair enough. The hierarchy is so important. Let's now get to this. I think I love this guy, Piyush Pandey. And I think when the history of advertising is written in India, his name will lead all the rest. But tell us about Pandemonium, for which you are credited as the curator. What does that mean?
No, the curator, there are lots of, actually, it started off with, by provoking Piyush to write a book. I provoked a lot of people to write books, I think.
Was this after 4 whiskeys?
No, it was after about 6, 7 rums. I used to drink rum, and Piyush, of course, drank whiskey. So I was badgering him to write a book, and finally, one fine day, he snapped and said, okay, I'll write the book, but you help me write it. So I said, I'm going to write the book because then it loses all soul. So I said, I'll help you write the book. And so what I did was I went to go out to his house. We both scheduled so that we could go together. And we sat every morning over many cups of tea and put a recorder between us and just chatted about things. And then got that transcribed and got into a book. So the curator is somebody who looks after.
Yeah, like a museum guy. That's the word. The gatekeeper of the bloody museum.
No, also it is somebody who looks after someone with a
disease,
with a mental affliction.
Okay, be careful.
That's the definition Piyush took on himself. Yeah. So he credited me.
So it's a fair title, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Absolutely, I loved it.
Yeah. So just to understand, is it like a biography of him growing up and that kind of thing, or is it just his thoughts on advertising?
No. It is a autobiography. It's not a biography. It's an autobiography, and it tells a lovely story of how he grew up and therefore how it influenced the work that he did over the years.
Include his wicket keeping?
Yes, it
He
does.
was a fine wicketkeeper apparently,
Yeah,
and
yeah, it
good
does.
friend of
It
Arun
does.
Lal who played for India.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. He talks about Arun Lal in the book. He talks about
yeah.
all the lessons he learned from cricket, which he applied later in life.
We used to live 2 lanes apart. Actually, he then moved to Worli, but he was in Malabar Hill first.
Yeah, yeah,
And I remember walking my German Shepherd, and he would call me. I wasn't empty; he was just a guy with a dog. And he
right.
would, whose dog is that? With his
Mm,
black shirt and his 5 chamchas behind. And he'd call me up with the dog to have a drink. He didn't know who the hell I was. And then
mm,
he's the guy who taught me. I've told the story many times how to give alcohol to your GSD.
mm.
He just put his finger inside and said, "Come here, Baba. Come here, Baba." And my dog used to go and have whiskey with him. I mean,
Wow.
single malt, something really expensive, which my dad couldn't afford. Oh, yeah, he was something special. I
Yeah,
really
yeah,
like
no,
him.
he is something special. In fact, we're working on his next book now.
Yeah. All
So,
right. So just before I take a break and introduce the others, and we go into the contemporary conversation where you will get all controversial for us and get letters from the government, both
right.
state and center, who differ on many parts, but you can attack them both.
And
Um,
Bandra, and Bandra,
what
and
does
the
that what,
Bandra.
what does that mean?
The
There's no.
Bandra,
It's Bandra is not a safe zone. What are you talking about?
Bandra is also, you've got ALM, which makes your life miserable about anything that you might do.
Ah,
So
okay,
there's enough.
okay.
Enough
How the
admin.
politicization is like the Punjabification of the wedding went berserk from the 90s, and every community and every culture and subculture of India had to spend more money and have longer weddings. And this was,
Absolutely.
the same thing is happening with politics, I think, right up to your building polls everywhere. It's like cutthroat politics, clubs, this, that. You tell me, Anand, have we
Yeah.
got too politicized where everybody just goes berserk,
No, no,
sends you
absolutely.
WhatsApps?
Absolutely. No, no, WhatsApps they don't because I stop them. I mean, block them the moment they get into politics. I really
Right.
don't.
Right. I've just thrown my phone away after this chore business
Mm,
happened. I said, I won't have no valuables. I want to be like the Buddha. I can't lose anything after that. I mean, I'm almost
mm,
there anyway in
yeah.
terms of career. But we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. On the other side, we have a young man joining us who's 16 years old. He's a young stand-up comedian, Antarix, also known as Silvery, because just like the great silverback gorilla, he has a streak of hair which is white from his head to his pubes. And don't ask me how I know that, but the job was gotten circumstances which should not be explained on this show. We'll take a break. Anand Rangaswamy, the man, the myth, the legend. When we come back, we'll talk to everybody else. Okay, Anand, we're back after this long break. And I will invite Silvery, he's the guy in the corner somewhere with the beard.
Hello,
Uh,
hi sir. Good morning.
My,
Silvery, did you pick up any of the ads he mentioned? The Colgate ad, I think it's in the late 90s.
no, the
Yeah,
close-up
yeah,
ad. The close-up ad.
yeah. Close
Sorry,
up ad.
close up. What a brand to mistake.
Yeah,
Ouch. Oops. Oh my God, the failure of advertising now. Oh my God,
yeah,
the Coke Pepsi moment if ever I had one. All right, there
yeah.
you go.
But that's a very classic ad. Of course, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Pierce Brosnan was much later, so I think you would know that one.
No,
The good car
I
commercial.
don't. I don't remember the one
I mean, he's
the Gutka
endorsing
one. Yeah,
good car.
correct,
He has
correct.
no
Yeah.
idea. It's in his
But
hand.
I've seen the ad. I've seen the
Yeah.
ad. Yeah, yeah. It was
Uh,
around the same time when Paresh Rawal was also endorsing Gutkas or something.
But I
I
think
remember those
Paresh Rawal
advertisements.
was aware of the product. There is a huge difference. Yeah.
Yes, very true.
Okay,
All
cool.
right.
Let's talk about before we do AMAs. Can we do a couple of controversial? Well, let's start with
Yes,
that.
please.
Let's ask him little left of center. Literally,
Yeah.
Myanmar.
mm,
Well, this the coup that happened. I mean, just when
yeah.
everybody thought that the junta would be put in its place, etc.
Mm.
What is it? China's holding their hand, or it's not quite clear. But what are your thoughts about it, and how close is it to our situation?
No, my thoughts are very clear. My understanding of that coup is based on the aerobics video that I saw. That woman doing aerobics as the tanks
Yeah.
go behind her.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
a
correct.
that's my in-depth understanding of the coup in Myanmar. So
Okay.
yeah, so there's not much I can say about it. But uh,
I'm just worried that
no,
Go
on a
ahead. Go ahead.
personal level, I don't think a military rule is ever a good idea for anything,
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
anybody. We've seen that from two
I mean,
neighbors, one of
It's
which.
another is hilarious because they say military rule, but they will abide by the constitution. But the
Mm,
constitution says there's no military rule. I mean,
well,
it's a
no,
paradox. I mean, it's a
no,
joke
no difference from what we've seen in our
across the
western
border.
neighbor. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
But
yeah.
everything said, this is definitely sad that they're doing a coup. But it was a bloodless coup, so that's kind of impressive in some way.
Well,
No?
I don't know how that helps. Only thing is that she's lost so much equity over the whole Rohingya issue
yeah, yeah,
that
That's true.
where
Yeah.
maybe 10 years ago she was the humanitarian of the decade. Now she's not because people are questioning her as well. At the end of the day, you can't one man's humanitarian can't be the other person's genocidist literally, which is
Yeah.
just no. I don't know. I don't want to be cynical on a show like this. We have Anand who brings brevity with his creativity and the campaigns that he's got under his belt. But sadly, it just looks like that. That nobody is perfect. No one is. There's no saints left.
That's
I
true.
think that's really I don't know where to go. Anand?
yeah. No, I agree. It's you start thinking about. Imagine you have to think about where you would like your grandson to live, and you run
New
out of
Zealand,
countries. You run no, I don't know. You run out of countries. And New Zealand maybe, and Canada maybe, but you run out of countries.
the three
So,
female leaders who shone last year,
yeah,
New Zealand, Germany, and Taiwan.
yeah.
This is my options. It's
Mm.
simple. No, and I love my India. Did you do an India campaign? You must have done an India campaign. Didn't Piyush do that famous India Shining campaign or for the BJP
No,
campaign first? The first one?
no. Piyush did the Incredible India campaign with,
Incredible India campaign. That's
that
right.
was done by a guy called V. Sunil, who
Yeah.
later went on to make the stunning Indigo campaigns and so on. So Sunil was then in Ogilvy, but later he went on to start.
To the Rajya Sabha with a nice ticket. Yeah.
No.
Okay. What are the topics, Silvery,
Yeah.
that we have? A couple before AMA?
Yes, there's the Mintra brand logo controversy
That's right.
has
That's
been
right up
going
his alley.
crazy.
No,
Yeah, has been going crazy.
I think that's absolute rubbish. I don't know where this ends. We've seen a version of it with what happened
Tanishq.
to Tanishq,
Yeah,
and I wrote and I spoke on CNBC about it, which is absolute rubbish. I think this is a big failure of the ad club and all the organizations, the bodies. Why are they not
They have
going
no
to the
teeth,
government
no spine.
and say, stop this nonsense? This
But
is rubbish. Where does this end? I saw a lovely video by Jose yesterday, where he's staring at a strawberry and then he sees a possible suggestion of something and he calls up the cops and says, I want to file an FIR against a strawberry. Now, where does this end? Everybody's going to have a point of view. You can get offended by Johnny Depp, for example, because of what he might have done to his wife. There is no end to taking offense. We are a land of laws, supposedly. For God's sake, you have a problem, file a complaint, let it go to court.
Also,
Yeah.
another perspective in the sense that the way you see it and I see it, almost Rashomonic kind of situation. But people will see things differently. That's fine.
No,
Because the intent from the advertising of the
that-
creative person is the intent. That's it. Nothing else
No,
matters.
there are principles of law. Now take the Tanishq ad. Okay,
Yeah.
Tanishq ad, you go to the law. Are you allowed to advertise?
What was wrong? What was illegal in the two communities being represented? I didn't get that.
No, they don't want they believe that it encouraged the two communities getting married. That itself
So what is wrong with that?
No, we can argue that forever, man. That's the problem.
So why should they take it off?
They took it off. No, Tanishq took it off, and
They took it off because of the pressure. No, the pressure was a lot
No, actually, it's not even the media pressure. It is threats received
at
by
the shops.
staff and shops. Yeah.
Yeah, in Gujarat, a couple of shops were.
If you're in Bombay House, you say, is this all worth it? For one bloody ad. If you got
So
two kids who get injured or killed or whatever.
So that
So
word's secular is of no
No,
consequence. in
I
the
think the
Constitution.
government should step in and say once and for all, whether it is books or movies or ads or logos, for God's sake, if you've got a problem, please file a complaint.
No, but it's one
and
thing
then
if
let the law take its course. You
no, it's one
can't
thing if
take the law.
correct. If we live in a real civil society, I accept your
Yeah.
thought. But I'm thinking it's one thing if you have like an iconic figure and somebody takes offense or religious offense to the way religion is depicted. But to not allow people to marry outside their community, well, that's not your business.
No,
I
it
mean,
isn't.
if
It is-
you want to marry somebody from another community, that's your business. What's got to do with anybody else?
Absolutely. And, this is the problem. I think even those who are in, say, interfaith or even inter-region or inter-linguistic marriages, they're not standing up and speaking.
Because they regret it.
I mean, by the way, the number of politicians, senior politicians, who are in interfaith marriages or their children are in interfaith marriages is a long,
Correct.
long list. It's an incredible list. You can Google it and find out. Indian politicians, Hindu politicians marrying Muslims and so on. It's a long list, and they keep their very mouth shut because it doesn't suit their politics to talk about.
But it's scary. It's like Donald Trump having support. The fact is he has support. It's similar here that the populist support is there for people to be so orthodox and stay away from the idea of interfaith marriage. That's the scary part. Me coming from like 1/8 this and 1/12 that. I have, if I don't say I'm Indian, I don't know what to say. I just don't have any identity. I don't have a choice.
This, same with almost my entire family. We are 10 cousins, and I think 7 out of those 10 have married outside.
Yep.
So,
But also because it was cheaper. Indian weddings are very expensive.
No, when I say married outside the community.
There you go. All right. Silvery, are you going to marry outside?
I don't know.
You think
maybe.
your parents, honestly, tell me, because you're the future of India, you're 20
Yeah.
odd. Okay. Anant and me are now, let's just say, over 35. Would you marry outside A? And B, would your parents be okay with it? Tell me honestly, quickly, no thinking.
Honestly, I don't think my parents would need some convincing a little more than if I were marrying in the same religion and caste or whatever.
Okay, so basically, caste and all is not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah,
think that shouldn't be
religion.
a big issue.
Yeah,
Religion is the issue
religion,
here.
religion. Yeah,
Huh?
for sure.
So, if you married a Muslim girl, you're saying that you'd have to convince your parents. So it wouldn't be like,
That's really hard to convince my parents. Yes.
oh, that's not a good
Yeah,
sign, Anand. And
that's
he's
not a
a
good sign.
fairly liberal boy living in
Yeah,
Powai, stand-up comedian, does his
No,
own thing.
it's not. It's not. It's
definitely not. Yeah.
very. It's disturbing because we live in so many complex Indias. My daughter is married a Muslim, and she's been married in a few months, and and I think we forget to look at the core. Is the boy a good boy? Are you happy to have him as a son?
Absolutely.
Those are the deeper issues. I mean, what are you bothered about whether he's Muslim or Chinese or whatever? Those get then they'll solve themselves. Yeah, is he a good boy? And if you're happy with the boy, for God's sake, move on.
It's actually quite a stupid point when you think about it, that people actually are looking at the external side.
Yeah,
It's the
absolutely.
external side is of no consequence.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you're in a marriage with someone, it's the character of the person that shines or
So
doesn't.
if you
It's
want to,
absolutely nothing to do with the external side.
it's like saying
It's not bad.
I'd rather marry an average to bad boy from my own community than uh, a good boy from another community, which is nonsensical.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
I told my daughter, whoever you marry, he has to be someone who loves you more than you love him. That's my rule. I want to make sure he opens the door till he dies for her. Make sure she's put forward first. And I'm going to shoot him in the leg anyway once when I meet him, so that he's limped, crippled for life. Wrong word, but has a limp. A wrong word again, but not fully fit. But remembers never to mess with my daughter. That's for sure. But yeah,
Nice.
but
That's very
Sylvia,
sweet.
you're scaring the hell out of me, honestly. I must say, I thank my parents. They're ahead of their time, because we never grew up with any feeling of fear of anything in terms of community
Man,
or caste or anything. It
so
just wasn't an issue.
so I've
I
had
think Anand is the same. Yeah,
I've had four relationships in my life.
yeah.
Only one of them was with a Hindu. The others have been two with Muslims, one with a Christian. So I am
So you're
fully. I
no
am
for
like, I think
Yeah,
because my parents are so against this,
but
I am
honestly,
more into it. I think.
it's only when you say you want to get married, then
Yeah,
everybody stands up and gets
that's
counted.
yeah, that's
no,
kind
but
of
they'll
Till then
make
yeah.
disparaging remarks. I know
yeah,
friends growing up and all.
yeah.
The parents will make one parent at least, maybe not both, will make some sort of disparaging remark about the kid, or in discouraging remark, perhaps not racist or communalist. And then you get the sense, that they're interfering and they care one way or the other when they shouldn't, honestly. But
Yeah,
anyway, who are we to say
absolutely.
anything? As you said, New Zealand.
Yeah.
Take a right
Uh,
from where I am and go straight till we reach. No, I'm kidding. Love our country. Moving back.
Yeah, Anand, so
Um,
one thing.
yeah.
So about this Mintra thing, do you see an overcorrection happening? Maybe at
O-
some point where the brands are like, "Arey, nothing. I don't care
Of
only what you're
course,
saying."
of course. In fact, that too, I wrote about when the Tanish thing happened.
Okay.
How can if the creative director has to stop and think of all the objections to a script before he writes it? How the hell does he write? It's
Absolutely.
like Cyrus for his,
Yeah, but that's happened.
his weekly show. If
So
you have
now
to
we edit on the
double
spot,
think,
Anand.
if you have to
You don't
double
just
think,
write. You're editing as you speak. Oh, I can't say this.
but it's going to kill creativity in
Of
all
course.
forms across all products, whether it's an ad or a film. Last night we were talking about Thunder. I mean, what is in that? There's nothing in it. And in fact, I was at dinner with some people I can't mention, and one of them was mentioning White Tiger has escaped because it's in English and it hasn't got the attention of people. But it
Oh,
has far more seemingly objectionable content.
what
Uh,
the lower class, upper class issue?
yes,
What?
absolutely.
Oh,
So
wait. What's wrong with our country? What are you going to talk about?
this is the point. It is quite frightening. And
It's a
if the
controversial book, but it's
if
not
a if the
something that doesn't
if
happen.
a creative director has to worry about these things, God help. For
Absolutely.
example, the Google search film we spoke about, that film could not be made today because you'll worry about
Oh,
how
yeah.
because that's India
You're
Pakistan film.
glorifying the neighbor in a sense.
You're saying we could be friends.
Peace overtones. Yeah. You're
So
jumping. Yeah,
that
fair
film
enough.
couldn't be made today.
Wow. Ouch.
And that's
So,
crazy.
so we do it with Bangladesh? Is that okay?
Yeah, or Burma, I guess.
But not China and not Pakistan.
No,
Or maybe just go back to Canada. Everybody's got a relative there. Yeah. Oof. That's so sad. Yeah. So
So
in a way, we've gone backwards then.
yeah.
yeah,
I think we have. I think we have.
I'm most worried about Silvery's generation. I mean, I would think that after our generation, the next one would be easier. The next one would be easier. The one after his, which is my son and daughters, would be
Mm.
even easier. And then, whoever, Silvery's kids, even easier. But it's not looking like that. It's looking
No, it's
almost
not.
like two steps forward, one step backwards, like the famous book by Lenin, is it?
No, it's one step forward, two steps back.
One step forward, two steps. I stand
Yeah.
corrected, or I
Yeah.
don't stand at all. Yeah,
Mm.
ouch. I know we're laughing about this, but this is really very cynical in,
Yeah.
in thought. Uh, so,
Uh,
and we're talking about again the so-called liberal, we think liberal middle class of India. I'm not even talking about people perhaps who live in an area where they don't get exposure to other people,
Mm.
without sounding classist in any way. But these are urban people who meet people, and as you said, your daughter marries someone from somewhere else because we meet different people. So
Yeah.
we're exposed. That exposure should help, shouldn't it?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
But it doesn't.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It seems not, because I think you're under so much under pressure from what people say, and your definition of people who are influential, dangerous is a very complex thing. Yeah. And so fear. I think fear is coming in. Just one second.
Yeah.
Kushal sir, darwaza kholna.
And for us on a live show, Anand Rangaswamy just segued to tell someone to open the door for him. Who is this
Yes.
someone? We will find out in a captivating second minute of this show. Anand, who is that?
This is my dhobi for my kapra.
Look at this beautiful human being and the relationship he has with his dhobi, who personally brings the kapra to him. I presume it would be underwear, innerwear, that kind of thing. You don't want to share that with the neighbors.
No, it's
And-
only clothes for pressing. So I don't
Oh!
in a
He-
press.
You're not pressing your dhobi. Let's be very clear. It's just the pressing the dhobi does about the clothes. Whether he's
Yes.
in the clothes when the pressing happens is not clear. This will come to us later in the show. Are we ready to cut to the AMA, sir?
Yeah.
Or is there
We do.
anything on the chat that's come on?
There is. But I had one point. I was
Yeah.
recently in my parents' room and they were watching a 1995 comedy show called Full Tension with Jaspal Bhatti.
Right.
I don't
Oh, I
know.
love him. Huh.
Yeah. So I was watching that and I was thinking this show would not be able to be made today because they would take offense with everything in that show, with
No.
any politically
Again,
satirical
going
kind of
backwards.
joke. Yeah,
Jaspal
exactly.
Bhatti took satire forward, actually. Huh.
You
It
look,
was
look at
actually
the,
very
look
good.
at the last few days, the number of R.K. Lakshman cartoons which have been, floating around on social media, all to
Because-
do with petrol prices and the budget. and
Because
so
they
on
can be
and so forth.
replayed again. Yeah.
Because the essence, the insight is so beautiful.
Oh,
No, I think
that's satire in satire, Anand. What a lovely point you made here.
uh,
Literally, that the cycle has not gone anywhere. We're just coming back to the same thing. So he lives
No,
forever.
I
His
think-
thought is correct.
Antriksh, I'm not so despondent about that. I think the last sort of pillars in our country are the comedians, the satirists, the script writers, the cartoonists. A lovely guy called Satish Acharya. You see his cartoons, absolutely stunning stuff, and he's so brave. And then the trouble is, we are so polarized in the way we view things that we look at only those cartoons which make us happy. So somebody on Facebook says, why can't you do anti-Congress cartoons? So the guy just said, search with this hashtag and you'll find all the Sonia Gandhi cartoons. So he's done cartoons, but nobody notices that if you're a BJP supporter, and nobody notices the anti.
So let me understand. From that guy's perspective, you got to balance out your parody.
No, not balance out. Not at all.
That-
No, not at all. I think what the environment throws up, I think it's no different from what you do in your TV show.
Right.
Because what the environment throws up, and you pick from that.
So why
In
can't
fact-
people understand that the fight will always be with the ruling party? Okay,
Yes,
because they're in
absolutely.
governance. So obviously, 80% of our stuff will be
No,
on them. How can we
I-
just go against the opposition when
you-
they're not doing anything?
No, in fact, Ravish Kumar was asked in a live show why he doesn't attack the Congress. He said because the Congress is not in power. When the Congress is
Exactly.
in power, I'll
Yeah,
attack
correct.
them. It's my job to attack the government in power. And cartoonist's job is to hold up a mirror to those in power, not to hold up. He said. So somebody asked him, "Why don't you attack Rahul Gandhi?" He said, "Who is Rahul Gandhi?
Exactly.
He's the prime minister. What is he?
Absolutely.
Why do you want me to attack him?" So when he's in power, today we are seeing that in the US play out real time. It's not even 1 month since Biden took charge. He's getting attacked by the media every morning.
Yeah,
I-
but they're missing Donald Trump.
Yeah, no, that's the point. But
Their fodder for them is gone. They have to be really creative here.
he is getting attacked every morning, and that's
His
how it should
anti-weed
be.
policy has helped him.
Yeah.
I think. What's your stand, Anand? What's your stand on weed?
No, I'm pro weed. I don't smoke it myself, but I'm pro weed.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it will help the stupidity that we have around us.
no, I think it
People
will.
ask questions like, why do you
I
attack so
think
and so?
I want to send Kamla Ranaut a year's supply. US
Has she modeled for you? Tell the truth. Has she
No,
modeled
no,
for
no,
you?
no, 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 she hasn't.
100% sure, because you've got a
Yeah,
huge body of
absolutely.
work. You may not be involved in the smaller stuff sometimes.
You
But
said body. You said body of work. No,
oh, okay, okay, all
I
right.
like
Leave it there.
that.
Leave it there, young man. Leave it there.
Okay. Yeah.
Silvery, AMAs.
All right, let's get to the
Mm,
AMAs. The first one comes in from Hemisha Marolia De Silva.
mm.
Hemisha Marolia De Silva. She asks, "Will we see a change in ads which have women washing and cleaning in them? Also,
Ah.
why do insurance brands only focus on the husband dying and not on the wife dying? So like life
Yeah.
insurance brands.
Mm.
What is that? Is that something
Fair
that should be
questions.
corrected?
No,
What should
I
be
think.
thought?
I think there's a common answer to both. I think fundamentally, advertising ought to either reflect what is happening in society or anticipate what is happening in society. So I do think that women washing
But is
clothes
this
and all.
sexist that for 40 years we were cleaning the kitchen in the background all the time
You
in
know, but
certain
I
ads?
think the biggest brands are worried about that, and they are worried not because they have a conscience, but they worry because it's not reflecting society. So more men are involved in household work, including washing clothes and washing utensils and so on.
Toilets. I do toilets.
Absolutely, and we are seeing that, for example, Procter and Gamble with Ariel is doing, share the load and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So I think that change is happening slowly, whether it's men uh, being depicted in insurance brands. I think more than that is men being depicted as the
Key earner.
main earner in the family. I think that's also disappearing. We've seen lots of advertising there.
But that
Women
is
are the-
true.
women
Without
are
being
the key earners.
sexist,
Of
Anand,
course,
is that not true?
it is
In
true
most cases.
in urban India, not necessarily true in rural India. A lot of there are more female farmers than male farmers. That's a statistical truth.
Really?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
yeah. And also, by the way,
So old MacDonald was a woman.
there are more Gujaratis who are non-vegetarian than vegetarian. That's also a truth.
And
Yes, I know,
in
yeah.
Tamil,
Yeah.
there are more non-veg than veg. There are more biryanis than any other state.
Yeah,
All these things people don't know. But we've
Yeah,
given it to you on the
yeah.
podcast because we're
absolutely.
what
Because
Google couldn't do, we could do. Go
Yeah.
into the interiors.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say these two things are changing. The deeper issue is, I think as society changes, it gets reflected in.
There is
in
one
the
thing I would
advertising.
like to address, and I speak very sensitively on this subject. There are lots of irritating kids in ads. They're
Right.
so bloody irritating. And I blame you because, I mean, you are the guys, you're the generation, the whole last generation, you were one of the big guys there. Why did you allow these irritating kids to come on the ads and say
No,
irritating things
I
like, I
think
love you, mummy? I mean, what the hell? Why?
no, I think kids in ads are it's the fatigue that sets into the creative director. They're very tough to control, and you are tired of doing 25 takes and the kid still getting it wrong. And invariably, that kid will be the son or daughter of somebody
The
who
client.
knows somebody who knows somebody.
You
So
can't argue.
that's another very mess.
Yeah.
And then you say, "Fuck it, let's go with that and let's move on."
All right. So, along with trying to stop the communal tension, the orthodox wave, allowing India to be more secular, we also have to address this other issue. So it's maybe smaller, but it's strong. Too many kids in ads will destroy our society. We're very clear here. We're talking to a doyen, an icon. His view, if not mine, should be respected on this subject.
Yes, please.
Silvery, what else do we got? We still have 2
Next
minutes.
next one comes in from Karan Sethi. He asks, with Tanishq removing the ad showing interfaith marriage off air, has Mr. Rangaswamy ever faced a similar scenario, and what would he do in such a
Oh,
situation?
this is a good story. Going back,
Sorry, I didn't understand.
So when
the
Tanishq
question.
removed the ad,
Right.
have you, sir, faced a similar scenario where you had
In
to
the
like say
past.
remove an ad, or you got like a lot of hate for something?
And did you back off in the past?
No, I think when we were at First Post, which was when we started off in 2011, we had enabled comments. It was not restricted. So if you wrote a pro Modi comment, you got, a pro Modi piece, and it was an opinion column finally. You would get 800 hate messages from Modi haters, and the reverse would be true. I think it boils down to not very different from what Cyrus does with Kunal. You take a deep breath and say, "I'm going to say what I think is right and live with it." I don't think you can start the same way. I don't think creative directors should start worrying about how people react. They should worry about the core: is their insight truthful, and will this achieve brand objectives? That's all they should do.
Absolutely.
I don't think you can afford to be double guessing everybody's reaction. Today, it's impossible. You can't guess a reaction to a great meal at Krishna. You can't even do that anymore. Because you'll have somebody who says it's a terrible restaurant, and then you'll have 20 people who say, yes, I agree, and then you're gone.
Well, that's democracy. You wanted it, you got it. But
Yeah.
take a clinical viewpoint. Now,
Mm.
Tanishq ad, which you keep talking about, the kind of publicity it got in that period, let's say a week or two after, was, I mean, the brand got a lot of publicity. Is
Right.
that a good thing in the end? I mean, also.
No, I'm not a great believer in that any publicity is good publicity. No, it's not. For example, it's one of those categories where, in an ideal world, an Indian wants to go to the shop. There's not like Minsa where you can buy online and you're happy.
Right.
So you have to enter the shop. If you're scared of entering the shop,
So you
then
kill the consumerism.
I think you're sending the business to a competitor, which also begs the question.
Was it
Another
preordained
competitor,
conspiracy?
you never know. It's getting to be such a complex world
Got it.
because it
Anand,
was just before a season.
I was having such a good morning till we
Yeah,
spoke.
no. And-
And I say this with love. Okay, are we done?
We're done.
We're done?
If you want, we can do one more.
Yeah, do one quickly. It's 10, unless he wants to go.
No, I'm
Anand,
fine.
quick
No,
one?
I'm
Okay,
fine.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
But this one might have a slightly longer answer because
Sure.
this one comes in from Aryan1717 and he asks, what are the practical approaches to countering the ruling parties? That is like their divide and rule tactics. How do we counter that?
No, I think this is not a long question. Every single political party across the world has done this.
Yeah.
They're doing. Our current ruling party is doing it better. That's well, good for them. Everybody's done it. The Congress has done it. It's what in the old days we used to call vote bank politics.
Right.
There is no party in India which has not done it.
Polarizing.
No party in the world which has not done it. So let's not even. I mean, there's not a complex question at all. Everybody's done it. These guys are doing it more efficiently. You're getting pissed off. And well, get your act together and you do it.
But does it
Yeah.
work? Because when you scratch the surface of Indians, we're just racist people.
No, of course it works. I think, we've seen this. See, governments have changed in India since independence, any number of times, which is
But it
why.
was one party at the center for a long time, no, Anand?
No, not. If the center by itself doesn't work, no.
Hmm.
To change laws, really, you need the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha.
Fair enough. Okay.
To control the Rajya Sabha, you need the states. So it's not as cut and dried as it looks. But, I wouldn't worry too much. This divide and rule has been done since time immemorial. It's the easiest way to get a group of people together, find common things to hate.
Hate binds us. Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
hate binds everybody.
Yes.
He hates Channel V. What do you do?
Ah, I love Channel V.
It binds people. Yeah. yeah.
My God, they used to buy drinks for us at Jazz by the Bay in the old days. You remember Jazz by the Bay?
Yeah, of course.
Live
Yeah.
bands.
I
Usha
got
Uthup, Gary
I
Lloyd.
got Stereo Nation to sing there in Hindi.
In Hindi, there you go. But Stereo Nation is almost like a Western Hindi.
Yeah.
I mean, so you
Yeah.
bridge the gap. So
Yeah.
people like me were quite happy with that. Would you know Stereo Nation, bacha? Ah, kya hai Stereo Nation? Bachcha ko nahi malum.
I don't
Huh?
know. I don't know.
There are Hindus and Muslims in the group. Everybody sings together. What's your problem?
Okay. No wonder I don't know about it.
Anyway,
Just a joke.
cool. Anand, listen, this has been great. Thank you. I think we must bring you in for more advertising, gupshup, whenever you have time.
Sure.
Right. The
Sure. look
subject
forward to
close
it.
to all our hearts. Just one last question. Did you ever get into the Me Too controversy?
In the sense?
Being an advertising, icon and with the kind of power and take your time.
No. Thankfully not. Thankfully not.
Thankfully not. But you were secular, so you would never judge if
No,
it was to happen. Fair enough.
I think times change. Things people have been sort of beaten with a stick for. The same thing that happened 30 years ago. They would have been public
Yeah.
heroes, and we've seen all that.
Yeah, and there are a few innocents taken down also.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Listen, sorry to take your time, but it's been a wonderful chat. Have a good day, everybody. Silvery, I'll leave you. I've got to urinate. Always something
Yes,
that
thank you so
keeps the
much.
country together. Bye,
Yeah.
Anand.
Bye. Catch you. Bye,
See
guys.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.